Welcome back. We're going to talk just a moment about this, the tax cuts. And one of the things the Senate had been saying, special leadership had been saying, is we need to see what the Board of Equalization numbers are. First off, a lot of people don't know what Board of Equalization does. And number two, what that report said. Senator, can you break that down for us?
Yeah, you know, they're a group that comes together just from 10,000 feet. They come together, they decide based on some of their future looks, they figure out how much money we have to spend. So they've done that. They met in December. Now they came back in February, and we have a number. The number out there, it looks like over $300 million more than what we thought. Those numbers are some debate on where those numbers exactly fall, but we know this. We've got more money to spend based on their numbers.
Okay, so they certified a number that the Attorney General did not go along with the BOE's recommendation, but those numbers are in. What did they say to you, Senator?
You know, I was surprised. It was kind of a rosy estimate for the upcoming revenue when we know that some things have slowed down and they're expecting some further slowdown. So we saw, I thought it was interesting that AG pointed out the difference between income tax staying similar, but sales tax going up. And he was saying, well, how is that going to happen if people don't have income? And I like seeing those questions, because if we can't discuss and try to agree on what those numbers are, we're not going to come together for good solutions for the people of Oklahoma. I think it's too rosy an outlook.
Okay, now, just late in the week, the Pro Tem put out a statement saying, I think we can do the state portion of the grocery tax cut. The House has already sent a grocery tax cut. In fact, here's a moment in my discussion with the Speaker yesterday about what he said about the bill that's already in the Senate.
However, House Bill 1955 is sitting in the Senate right now, which is the same grocery tax cut bill the House sent over last year. It actually has an emergency intact on it. So the Senate could take that up anytime. I could take it up today and advance it to the governor. With the emergency on it, it would go into a law within 90 days.
Okay, so that was my conversation with Speaker McCall, which I have each week, and he says, well, listen, Senate wants to go. Y'all can get it done in one day. Your thoughts?
You know, we can't do things in isolation. The people of Oklahoma do want that grocery state sales tax taken off, and I think they'd like to see that. But we've got to make sure we're still having reliable roads, good public education. We can't make cuts without really looking at that whole picture. If we do it in isolation, if we don't problem solve together, we're not going to come up with the best solutions for the people of Oklahoma. So I'd like us to take a minute, more than one day, to look at the numbers we've been given, the estimates for what kind of our economy is going to be like next year, and do it with a thoughtful manner.
Okay, now the House has also sent a income tax cut over. The Pro Tem said this week, I believe he said, can't have both. Your thoughts about where you're headed on this?
Well, President Coolidge said if collecting excess taxes is like legalized robbery. So there comes a point in Oklahomans need a break. And I think that I'm encouraged that we're all talking about it, whether it be a grocery or a state income tax or something of that nature. What we're getting out of the Capitol now is that everybody wants something. But I do agree with my colleague that we have to be careful, because we still want to fund the core functions of government. And I think that's important to all of us. So we have to find balance in what we're doing.
Senator, thanks for being here today. Thanks for bringing Calvin Coolidge in. We haven't had him before. Senator Kirt, thanks for being here.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.
And thanks for watching Your Vote Counts. See this again at news9.com and news6.com, and follow me at Mitchell Talks.